Thank you for joining us. My name is Michelle Fletcher. I'm a former IT professional, and I'm now a certified health coach, also a mom, a wife, and all the other hats we wear as women, right? And I'm your host for tonight. We are a group of multifaceted Black women entrepreneurs with various skill sets in life and places in life. Each month, we'll have a different host, topic, and insightful set of panelists. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from our panelists tonight. You'll get a glimpse inside of some of our experiences, including a vehicle we have found that has helped significantly influence our process of becoming the women you see today. That being said, as you observe our stories, just know that we are not making any claims to treat or cure a specific disease, or are we making any income claims. This series is a platform that we hope will empower you to embrace an entrepreneurial mindset. So now I am excited and happy to introduce our panelists. Oh my goodness, these women are amazing. So we have a group of millennials, and they come from various backgrounds, and I just want to introduce them to all of you. First, we have Asia Major-Waite. She is a holistic health professional, a fitness trainer, and she's also an abuse awareness volunteer. That's awesome. Welcome, Asia. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Next, we have Brittany. Brittany is a wife and mom. She's a former D1 and professional athlete, and she's also a coach and health educator. And last but not least, we have Marjorie. Marjorie is a military wife, a mom. She's a former head operations manager for the hotel industry, and she's a former organic farmer owner. So these millennials are doing amazing things. So tonight, this conversation will be talking about how to become a successful entrepreneur as a millennial. And I am wanting to know all the tips because I'm a 40-something. So I have a little bit of a disconnect, and I'm excited to hear from these women what they've been doing. So this is going to be a casual conversation. I'm going to ask some questions, and we're just going to hear from them on, their perspectives and what they've experienced. So first question, ladies. What appealed to you about joining the mission that you are currently on? What was it that appealed to you as millennials to say, yes, I'm going to do this? And
cool.
so
I'm going to take that away from you. So for me, just like Michelle just explained, I am currently a volleyball coach. And I've been playing volleyball for the past, 15 years now, 16 years. Even now as a mom, I still play volleyball. So, but a big, huge part of my life was being a part of a team. And even though I'm not a part of a team now, volleyball wise, I coach teams. And so that is like my comfort zone. That's where I really feel like I thrive. And so kind of the beauty of this business is that I get to be a part of a team again. And I get to, we all bounce things off of each other, and we're able to grow and learn together the same way that I feel happened for me as an athlete. So I really, really connect with that. I also get to stay home with my kids, and that's huge. Being able to be with them is priceless. I was exchanging lots of hours trying to figure out, when babysitters could come in, and trying to pull all the different babysitters, and I can't have all these people coming in and out of my house, right? So it really is awesome to be able to work from home with a team of people who are there to help you. And then the last thing is working within health and wellness, being able to provide something like this for all of the young athletes that I coach. It's crucial, like their bodies and their performance, their longevity in this really depends on what they put in their bodies. So those are three things that really appealed to me about this business.
I completely agree with you, Brittany. And, I love that you mentioned the fact about it being a team. What attracted me to this entire business is the community. And I used to work in hotels, as Michelle said, and we would follow this motto of one team, one heartbeat. And when I walked into the room with all of the people that I now get to call friends and that I didn't know, we were all individuals kind of working towards a similar goal. But what I found is that everyone was working towards this mission, and whatever mission it was at the time for me, you know, in the hotels, fast forward to being with this great business, I found a family. And I also have 2 children. I have an 8-year-old, or soon to be 8-year-old. And I also have a 5-month-old baby. And we had very few visitors over our house for my newborn son. So this opportunity, this business has really allowed me to see that there's so much flexibility in how I can maneuver through my day, especially with a little one. And sometimes that takes over your life and your energy. But what I really enjoy, and another point for me, is that it allowed me to have a passion project. And as an entrepreneur, like she said, I started an organic farm here in Key West, Florida. You have to have some energy going towards things that bring you that you have passion for. And if you don't have that, then it just feels like another mundane job. And I never wanted that. One of the reasons why I left hospitality is to find more time with my children, but also I needed something that brought me a newfound joy. And I needed something that I knew was moving towards a bigger goal. So another thing that I really enjoy is the fact that this is 100% mobile. Like, I can do this wherever I am, and I love traveling. So I don't know if that's the same for any of you, but I can take this wherever I go. And unlike the farm, whenever I had to leave for the farm, I always had to find someone to take care of the farm for me. But in this way, my business travels with me. And, you know, another thing I think as a millennial, I really enjoy just the simple processes that go into this business that can still have a huge impact beyond your local community, beyond the local movement, and of course, keeping it always sustainable and eco-friendly. So that's really what drew me to this business.
Yes, thank you. And I'll hop in on there as well and say, for me, we were talking about teams and being athletes. I was an athlete at Penn State. And I love the idea of being a part of a team. I've been part of a team my whole life. But being in college and out of state tuition, it was pretty tough. So I needed another form of income. So I was working as a trainer part-time. And then this kind of really fell into my lap from a mentor of mine, a mentor trainer. And I love the flexibility that allowed me that I can be a full-time student, athlete, part-time trainer, and then be working and with my business and taking it wherever I went. So that was really, really powerful for me. And the fact that I was able to start a business in college and still be doing it 9+ years later has been absolutely amazing.
Now, that is incredible, Asia, that you started in college. I wish I was smart enough to say, let me have an entrepreneurial business in college. Oh my goodness. And I'll just share that I know that Marjorie was also an athlete too. We heard that Brittany and both Asia were athletes in college, but I know Marjorie played soccer and that's my sport. So I had to call her out on that. So I love that because all 3 of you have that teamwork mindset, which is amazing for what we do and how we get to do life in this business. So my next question to you is, please tell us some of the techniques you use to share and communicate your business with the younger generation and the older generation. What are some of the things that you're doing? Because I know they say millennials are just, you know, out there, but I'm sure you guys have like something that you're doing.
I'm happy to answer that for you, Michelle. So when I started out, I was, like I said, a new mom. So we were already learning social media for the fact that I was on the West Coast and my family was on the East Coast, and we needed to share pictures, share videos. So I had just gotten an Instagram account when this all started. I've been on Facebook for a while, so that was a comfort zone for me. So I employed social media 100% to grow this business. And what I found is that it allowed me to connect with people all around the world. I built some incredible relationships with people that I still haven't even met in person. I have partners that I get to interact with on social media, on Zoom like this. And it's been a blessing that you know, there's so many tools out there that we could be using, but we get to choose what is most comfortable for us. And just like with the farm business, you know, I have to put out ads on Google and Facebook. With this, you know, it just kind of flows naturally with my lifestyle. So I really enjoyed that part.
Yeah, I'll chime in there. I definitely started my business almost 100% all over social media, Instagram and Facebook. And I think what's really awesome about this business is really how it has expanded and grown me, because we millennials and also the younger generation, we're just on our phone all the time. And we don't want to, it's unfortunate. Like we have this little, like this, I don't know, we get nervous to get in front of people and talk to them face to face or get on the phone with people. And it's really expanded me. I thought, oh, I'm just going to use social media and maybe I'll just text people. And it's really pushed me outside of that. Getting here on Zoom in front of people is something that used to make me so nervous. And I'm really excited to do this. I'm excited to get face to face with people. And so it's a lot of fun. I'm doing it in all different types of way now, instead of just on social media.
And I'll chime in there as well. For me, I love cooking. I've loved cooking. It's kind of grew up cooking, and so that's what I would do. So in some ways, I'm a little bit atypical in that I need to get a little bit better at social media and having more of a social media presence. So that's kind of what I use my little sister for, to kind of help me with. But I would just invite people into my home and say, hey, I made this vegan dish here, check it out. These are the ingredients. Salad in a jar party, smoothie in a movie. So just having events that involve community and healthy living, and having just some awareness of this is why your body craves plants, you know. So how can I help you understand like why you need to get more plants into your body, into your diet, right? So for me, a lot of my business has just been cooking for people. And I know you ladies have children, and I have a fur child, which is really cute. She's really cute. So doing some fun stuff too. Like I love being active. So a lot of the stuff that I do, I love doing face-to-face. So a lot of stuff that I do is going on walks with people, going on hikes, dog park, puppy play dates. And those are all things that are business building, you know, because it's networking.
I agree.
I love that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Something, Marjorie? Sorry, go ahead.
I do, because when she mentioned cooking, and I love the ability to have people over my house or just hangouts in general. And what I found is that as an entrepreneur, like if you get creative with ways in which to bring your business in front of people, then it's so much fun. And so if it falls right in line with what you're doing, like you said, Asia, it just came natural to you. For me, you know, we did cocktail events because I used to manage a bar in the hotel. And we grew herbs on the vertical gardens and harvested that, made simple syrups and threw them into cocktails, and everybody sat around, and it was just a cool hangout, and we're just talking about our lifestyle, talking about what we wanted to see happen in life later on down the line. And so that was very fun. And I think even with the farm, we did a seeds and suds where we talked about how to plant seeds, and we drank beer. So, you know, there's many ways to do it, but those how-to events really work for this business.
Okay, I'm wishing we all lived closer so I can attend some of these events, like the cooking. Yes, I love to eat, like hanging out, cocktails, mocktails, loving it. And I think that's one thing that I think about with millennials is you guys are so creative. Like you just incorporate things into your life. And so I love that. You're not doing anything like so extraordinary. You're doing life and adding your business in, and that's just genius. So my next question is, as millennials, what are some of the obstacles or challenges that you have had with your business or along this journey in your business?
Go ahead and answer that. Kind of goes back to what I was talking about before, and this is probably the biggest thing, is how was I going to communicate with people? And I think initially when I got started, I didn't really know how social media was used to work your business. And so I was really worried about talking to people about this. I was worried about coming across a certain way. I want people to know I'm coming from a place of love and care. And so I think that was a really big challenge for me when I got started. It's probably a challenge for a lot of people when they get started with their own business, no matter what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've definitely grown. I've built my own confidence in this. I believe in what I'm talking about, and I'm excited to share with people. So I don't have that now, but that was definitely a huge challenge of mine when I got started.
I'll chime in really quickly. My biggest challenge was most of my friends we were all just getting out of college, and we were in that adulting phase. So money was tight, and we didn't have much of an expendable income at that time, and we're still paying school loans. And so when this opportunity came to me, it was pretty much my mother. She just told me, she said, "Give me your card. You're going to do this. It's going to make sense for you." So now fast forward, like I learned how to build a foundation and to have effective communication with all generations. So like when my mother is trying to ask me, how do I do something on social media? I'm happy to teach her. And that was a growing point for me as well. And, as entrepreneurs, we have to learn to be flexible and work around, those no's. Sometimes we do get some no's. We have loans deferred for a while, or we go to the bank and they say, we're not going to invest in you right now, but maybe later. But with this business, we get to pour into people. And I was very humbled by some of the responses I got, and I learned along the way to just continue communicating properly. And eventually my friends did come around. My friends did find some finances, a hole in their finances to add this into their budget, and it all makes sense in the end, and we're all very thankful for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know for me, similar boat. Most of my friends were in college because I was in college when I first started my business, right? So I was lucky that I also had adult clients. So for my personal training clients, they trusted me enough to train them as adults. And so they were like, oh, okay, I understand this. And they had some more income. But when it came to my peers, that was a little bit more difficult. But I think the biggest thing that I've seen in terms of stumbling blocks is education. I think initially we need to prioritize where we put our finances in general. But I also think that when you're educated, when you understand your body and what your body needs and why, then I think you can make better educated decisions. So that's what I spent a lot of my time doing, was when people had questions or concerns, I was like, I understand, but at the end of the day, you need to invest in something, and why not your health? So that was really impactful for me.
I love that, Asia. Oh my goodness. Education is key to so many things. So you're absolutely right when it comes to that. And I just wanted to backtrack really quick with Marjorie. If you guys didn't notice, she mentioned her mom. She gets to do her business with her mom. And what like a joy that is to work with family. And I just love that they're that mother-daughter duo doing life together and business together. So that is just so awesome. And Marjorie has been a panelist several times on here because she is a wealth of knowledge. And we love having her on because she's always just sharing so much wisdom. So thank you once again for being on. Yeah. So my final question to you ladies is, what most excites you about your vision for the future? And how does this business play a role in that exciting expectation?
I think we all kind of want to jump at this one. So we're all being kind to each other. I'll just say, like, this excites me so much because we've touched on learning and growing, but this is a company that really invests in us. And when I was starting the farm and working in hospitality, yes, they invested in us in small bits and pieces. And then when I had my own business, you're investing in you. But with this company, they take the time to invest with self-development. And in self-development, some courses that I've been privy to is very effective for us becoming, bigger than ourselves. And then it's incredible that the company says, hey, I'm going to invest in your own development so you can be a better person for your own communities. And, on another scale, the community invests in children. And because my daughter, she's almost 8 years old, she's been on the Family Starts program, and that's free product for children. And I think that that's another wonderful investment that we can have. And then also, the Boys and Girls Club, when we're looking at our communities and ways that we can help, we know that we are backed by a company that is really taking the initiative to build the next legacy, to build the next generation. And that really excites me. And then lastly, I'll say, like, when you are moving and grooving in this whole industry, there's opportunities for you to have to pay into other people's life, or as the hashtag says, pay it forward. Talking about the legacy for my daughter, I get to see this. My mother she gifted me this business in some form and fashion. I get to gift it to my daughter, and my daughter gets to see me thriving as a businesswoman and as an entrepreneur. And I'm very thankful for that, and that excites me because my future is awesome, and the next generation is going to be just better than that.
I absolutely love everything you were saying. You're like getting me excited, even though I'm doing this with you. I'm like, really? Yes, that's what we're doing. I think all of that, for me, it really excites me, because I have something that I didn't even know before I started this business that I wanted for my family. And specifically, I'm going to hold it together so I don't get emotional, but for my husband is in law enforcement, and it's crazy right now. And my goal right now is to continue moving forward in this business, providing for my family while I can be here and be home with my kids, and bring my husband home. There are a lot of things that he wants to do. There's a lot of passions that he has. He's a strength and conditioning coach as well on the side. And I want him to come home and do the things that he really loves and enjoys doing. He has served his community beautifully. And so that's something that really, really excites me and motivates me to really keep going and pushing forward in this business. There's lots of other things I absolutely love having this to give to other coaching friends of mine who feel like they're just worked into the ground. Athletes who feel like their bodies just are like deteriorating. I love that I can give this to them and give them this option. But personally and a little selfishly, I'm really excited about what it's going to do for my family and for my husband specifically. So, yeah.
Yes, that's good. I love it. I know for me, I'm excited to be a Black female and own my own business. I mean, that's awesome, right? That's somewhat atypical in some ways, right? And you have, there's so many of us, which is really exciting for me to be in this community of like-minded people that care about health and wellness in every form and fashion, in every color. Like, I love that. And I think for me, what gets me excited, I don't have children, but I'm hopefully will one day, and they can look at me and be like, oh, my mom was a business owner. Yeah. And also my little sister, like I have people that are looking, my little sister is my brother, is like people looking to me as a Black female saying, yes, I can, So I think for me, that's really what gets me super jazzed, and to leave a legacy that's health and wellness. That's one of my passions. It's been a passion since I could walk and run and move and breathe. And this business fits so well into my life, just like exercise and eating well. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Oh, you ladies, you did something for us tonight. I'm seeing the comments in the chat, and they are just like so loving this conversation. I mean, someone just put straight fire, okay? That is how good this conversation is. And I don't know if you realize it, but you've just given us so much insight. And I love what you're talking about with legacy. I mean, I know when I was in my 20s, I wasn't thinking about legacy. And you ladies are thinking light years ahead. And I am loving that. I am loving that. And I'm loving all the additional things that you're talking about today. So it was a pleasure having this discussion with you ladies. It was just Oh my goodness, I wish we could come back and do it again because you have shared so much and I'm so grateful. But now we're going to turn it over to another speaker. So I'm hoping that you guys that are listening in on tonight have come, like you've gotten some kind of, had been impacted by this conversation, gotten some knowledge, some nuggets that you can now maybe even implement or just have opened your mind to another way of thinking. And we hope that you have seen that we come from all walks of life with different backgrounds and various reasons why we said yes to this mission, be it the support, the community, this product, or this stable company that we continue to be with alongside our journey of becoming. So our next presenter will provide some valuable insight as she wraps things up for us tonight. And I'm gonna read her bio because she is amazing. So Dawana is a corporate business leader with more than 25 years of direct selling experience. After attending Cornell University, she led a global rollout to replace an outdated business order management system. She also spent 15 years as senior sales manager developing exciting field events and incentive programs while overseeing representative communications. Dawana has also been a senior marketing manager in apparel for 12 years, responsible for product development that generated sales in excess of $180 million. Throughout her career, Dawana was so passionate about understanding the representative experience and walking in their shoes that she became one herself. She served customers more than 16 years and became a top performer. Dawana is currently U.S. Marketing Director for a global multi-billion-dollar company. She's a native New Yorker residing in Bronx County with her husband and 2 sons. And I'm just super excited for her to join us tonight. Thank you, Dawana.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for having me. And Marjorie, Brittany, and Asia, let me just say, I couldn't wait to get on camera because y'all were making me smile, and to see the whole panel, including you, Michelle, beautiful Black business owners. That's what we are right now. And was such a joy to hear you share your expressions, your inspirations, your why, and why you're excited to carry this on, because you are an inspiration to so many people. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, y'all brought it. And we need to really appreciate that, because that's what we get to do as a community. We talked a lot about community, and that's what's so special. I'm part of the Juice Plus community. That's the company that we get to partner together in. We do this together. And our mission is really about inspiring each other. And I love how Asia said, educate people on healthy eating habits, healthy living, because right now is where everybody's mind is at. These past couple of months have really caused people, and I live in busy New York where we never have time to talk. It's always give me the hand because I'm saying bye or hi and I'm gone, right? But what's been going on around us has caused people to stop and recognize, I need to get educated, or I need to take control because I do have choices. And that's what you ladies have helped us to really appreciate it. We have choices. We just need to have conversations with people who can share that information with us. We are an education conduit. If we're having conversations, then that's how we're paying it forward. What we get to do is we get to build relationships, and that relationship is not tied with a sale. It's about just helping one another, help one another. That's what we get to do. We get to help people achieve their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, however small or however big that they may be. So being part of this Juice Plus community, which you heard so much about the business and its opportunity, well, I'm just going to share a little bit about what we get to do, because we get to get both sides of the coin. We're about product, but we're also about a business opportunity. So Juice Plus, what is it? Because I didn't know about it. Again, I say I'm from New York and we think we know everything, and I had no idea what Juice Plus was. I heard the name and I thought it was juice. Like, what's this company with the name with juice? And I quickly realized, again, Asia said, get educated. And I had to do a little, background check, as it were, to find out what this name was. And it really is, Juice Plus simply is whole food, plant-based capsules, powdered capsules. That's all it is. Over 30 fruits, vegetables, berries, and we have an omega, which is phenomenal. And that's really all it is. 30 fruits and vegetables, plant-based, powdered nutrition at your fingertips. Simple, convenient, affordable way. But then I had to say, okay, that's great. Because I was a Central woman, I'm sorry. I didn't realize, because I didn't know. Again, being educated about your body, knowing what you're taking in. I have two athletes. I have a football player and a basketball player. I just said, make sure you have some fruit in the morning and take your vitamins and be on your way. I had no idea that possibly wasn't helping their body. It could have been hurting it. I didn't realize it. But then I got educated. Why? Because someone spoke to me. We had a conversation and they introduced me to this phenomenal company that I've grown to love. It's been almost 4 years and I really, truly appreciate the company. We are celebrating 50 years of giving back to the communities, 50 years with partnering with these ladies and thousands more across the globe on inspiring healthy living, helping families thrive, giving people choices, whether that's I want to learn how to eat better or I want to take control of my finances. I love what Marjorie said. I want that passion project. I want to be able to enjoy what I get to do. And I want to have options. And there's many people that have a 9-to-5 job. And that's okay, because sometimes we got to do what we got to do. But what if there was the opportunity to have that joy in your job, right? What if that was a possibility? What if the possibility was, as Marjorie said, she likes to travel. What if I can work and be on the road and travel? What if I could be poolside, stadium side, wherever, and still be able to know that I'm helping my family and I'm helping people along the way, right? Because everywhere we sit, there's a conversation to be had. We just have to say hello. That's all it takes. It's a smile and a hello, and a conversation starts. People right now are poised rather, to really stop and think for a minute. What do I want? Can I be in control? Can I have better health? Can I have better options for my family? Do I stay at home? Do I not? And I know we're all going crazy for moms, because I'm a mom too. Hybrid, remote school. Ladies, I don't know how we're going to do it. For some of us who have to do remote, I live for back to school. My kids, I love them. Go. I'll be right back when you come home, but go. But now they're here with me. They're in our space. What are we going to do, right? But to have the option to know that you can help them. They're here. You're not stressed out because you have no one who can take care of them while you go out and you go to work. That's huge. And to have a community of people that are right beside you in this health and wellness industry, because that's the real aha, and what I loved and what I got from what you said. And I hope everyone who was listening got that sense too. We are in this together. There is no competition. You know what the only person we compete with is the things that go on in our own head. Is this for me? Can I do it? I don't think I have time. I don't know enough about health and nutrition. Well, I didn't know either. Let me tell you, I'm screaming from the rooftop that I got educated. I am screaming from the rooftop that I get to partner with these ladies, because now I know a little bit more. And that little bit more is taking me and my family so much further in our health journey, right? And it starts with one simple thing: getting educated. Ask a question. It may start with something as simple as, let's trade that 16 ounces of soda for 16 ounces of water, and then repeat. Maybe it's, I'm a New Yorker. We got some city blocks, so I get my walk in. I'm gonna admit I may not be the gym girl, but what are the things that I can do? Parking the car further from the grocery store and taking that brisk walk, walking around. As the boys are practicing, walking around the blocks just to get some exercise, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. It can be so simple, but to be able to do it with the community And again, these women so beautifully showcase what this business has meant for them. You know, Asia, she was in college. She took advantage of the opportunity to work and be a full-time college student and have another be a trainer. I mean, and all because she was educating herself and was really into health. And it took her to so many different levels as a young college student. Marjorie and Brittany said they wish they knew, right? How many of you said, I wish I knew there was something else out there, that I had a choice? Well, guess what? Tonight, now you know. Now you know, and talk to the person who invited you, because we can share more of that. The opportunity is open to all of us. We come in every shape and size. We are every beautiful color of the rainbow, right? Education is not an option. It doesn't matter. We all have the ability to really help each other. And that's what this business opportunity is about. This is a global company. We're in 25 countries and growing. So as Marjorie said, she loves to travel. She has partners around the globe. A lot of our Juice Plus partners, we're a global family. We can jump on a Zoom call. As much as Brittany says she had to get comfortable with it. Well, guess what? She can now have a conversation with someone in Australia. It doesn't matter. You know, social media has allowed us to tap into people and build relationships. As Marjorie said, that you don't even know the person in person, but you know so much about them because you get to interact. You know, what we get to do, there's no social distancing involved. We are as social and savvy as it comes. And we love our millennials because you are actually educating us. You are helping us be our authentic selves while we get to reach more people. I have a passion for people and I love a good conversation, eyeball to eyeball. I'm just saying. But you have helped us to appreciate I can have those conversations and reach 5,000 people through social media. That's huge. That allows us to, as we like to say, get more boots on the ground. But doing it in a way that's authentic, doing it in a way that's making a difference, not just for us, but the people we're talking to and the people who have not yet heard about us. Because if we're not having the conversations, how are they going to know? I didn't know until someone had a conversation with me, and I still didn't believe. I had to check it out for myself. You know, so we want to be able to utilize that, and I'm just so grateful that you were able to give us a young person's perspective of the things that just are important to every one of us, no matter who we are, gender, race, age. We want to make sure, one, right? You can't buy good health. You just can't, right? But what can we do? We can help arm our body should anything happen with the best capability to fight it, right? To just live our best life. And we know this is not, we're not making any income claims or any product claims. This is not going to cure cancer. It's not. But guess what? Quality of life. That's all. You eat vegetables, you drink water, you're fueling your body. That's what it's all about. It's eating healthy and doing the other things that help, right? Sleeping, exercising, more water, all in combination just allows us to be our best self in the skin we're in. And that's what we get to do. Just allow people to be their best self. So I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it. To our guests, I hope there was something that you heard that just, you know, made you either nod your head, say amen, or just step back and really contemplate, what could be my next step? Well, I just say to you, talk to the person who invited you, because we are a welcoming community. We want two things from you: your name and your ear. That's it, because we want to listen. We want to get to know you. We want to get to love on you, and we just want to connect with you. And the rest is up to you. So thank you so much, Michelle, for allowing me to be a part of this, and you ladies as well, because definitely we are becoming something awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawana. My heart is so full this evening. Oh my goodness, that was just amazing. So thank you to Dawana, thank you to Asia, thank you, Brittany, and thank you, Marjorie. Oh my goodness, you shared so much tonight, and your insights are going to be so valuable. I see the comments, I see people are absolutely loving this conversation, and I'm just honored to have been a part of it. So thanks to all of you who have taken the time out of your busy schedules to join us tonight. We hope you saw value in what's being shared. and perhaps something may have resonated with you. Or if you're overall curious about some of the things you heard, just be sure to get back to the person who invited you onto this Zoom tonight. So we want to invite you to our next session, which we are going to take a little hiatus. We'll be back in November because next month we have a big event that happens in our business, and we will all be attending that event, but you are more than welcome to join us. And we definitely would love to have more boots on the ground. As Dewana said, we definitely have a mission and a purpose. And we're just so grateful to this entire organization for allowing us to become the people we are today. So I just want to say good night to all of you. Thank you for joining, and it has just been a joy.